Hi, I'm Karisma Yumnam. I'm a PhD student at the Department of Biosystems Engineering, University of Nebraska Lincoln. And today I'm going to talk about cultivate access to data science, equipping high school students with agriculture and water management concepts. I'm presenting, but there is a lot of people who bring together this project, like a lot of amazing professors, ambassadors, as well as high school students. And in my slides, I have Jenny Keswani, Heather Akin, Erin Blankenship, Mary, Dr. Troy Gilmore, and Erin Ingram, Deepak Keswani, and Leah Sendal. Yeah. Um, so um, so today I just pull out, before making the slide, I just pull out this map from the Survey and Conservation Division from the University of Nebraska Lincoln. And as you can see from the figure, like there are some water level decline in the aquifers in Nebraska. If you look at long term, the decline is like at the south central region, whereas if you look for just one year, it's on the eastern side of Nebraska, and it gives it. I was like, I thought to myself, okay, why is this happening? First, I thought because eastern Nebraska usually have higher rainfall, so I thought maybe it could be because of water pumping. Then I talked with Dr. Troy, and he gave several reasons, and also took a look up at the precipitation map of like 2023, 2024. And when I look at it, it was like it receives like less than 90% from the normal precipitation. And uh, the idea of the project is like how can we bring like young generations to think like critically about data, and how can we cultivate those thinking in high school students. So yeah. So data science is, yeah, there is a lot of data everywhere. Like you can find data, there are a lot of open source data, even for if you are doing research in groundwater, I'm sure there is a lot of like data that you can pull up from satellites or weather or even sensors. And like some of the popular repositories for data are this Kaggle and as well as Hugging Face. There are a lot of data, but the idea is like, the idea of data science is like where will you be able to clean the data, know which one is good, which one is bad, and also like to make like decisions out of it. So the idea of data science is to basically make come up with an information from that data, and it involves skills such as data cleaning, deploying models, and stuff like that. So I think for here, data science might be easier, but if we look at the high school students, it can be like quite overwhelming. Like some students might be just scared of like maths, and and might think like, oh, it involves a lot of maths and statistics, and I'm not up for it. And so like, can we like develop like a sense of curiosity about data and how what it can do in terms of agriculture and water management? That's the idea of computer lectures. So another approach to uh, like solving problem is this idea of system thinking, which basically means like everything is interconnected. And here on my slide, I have like the 12 habits of a system thinker, which basically means like like look at the bigger picture, for example, or like mental models. For example, for look at the bigger picture, like I'm a graduate student, sometimes I get stuck in problems and like forgot to look at the bigger picture, like what's the importance of it. Sometimes it's good to like just step back and look at it. And also like there is a mental models which I like, which basically says like whatever you experience or like your value system kind of interpret affects how you interpret things when you see it. And here, like my example is like, okay, for in the first slide example, first I assume that okay, there was like a high rainfall in Nebraska, so rainfall might not be the reason. So that was my assumption, and then I found out that that was not the case. There could be like drought years and stuff like that. So here is the overview of the project, and we have like a near peer mentoring program for like students. Like we recruit undergraduate students to give near peer mentoring experience to these high school students, we prepare mostly the junior and senior students. And once they are in the program, we like kind of the high school students were like trained to give some guidance or like act as a mentor for these high school students. And in addition to that, we have a group of people who are developing like learning modules. One of these is the game-based learning, and the idea of game-based learning is to basically teach data science without overwhelming the students in a like an easy and a fun way. And once they play this game, like students were asked to develop like community actions project based on what they have what they have learned along with the help of the mentors. And on the slide there is like the ripple effect game. This is the game that we are currently developing, and it's based on like how do you use data for like water management and also like water distribution and like different perspectives, like from a lawnmower to another perspective. So last year we had a run on this project, and these are some of the community actions project that students have submitted, and it's quite interesting to see this project. Like basically, this students, he basically point out the importance of Missouri River, and he clicked the picture of the dam, and he just pointed out that because of the drought, the water recedes and it might cause erosion. And you can see in the banks, river banks as well. And also there is also another student who basically says that, oh, I drink, when we were kids, we drink water from the hose, and like her sister got sick, and she was kind of interested to find out why it is, and then she did a water filtration project and kind of find out what is the quality of water in those holes, and then recommended that filtration might be a good alternative. And also there are students who kind of come up with this idea of like, it's already there, the concept is already there, but they make this infographics which basically says that, okay, you may be able to clean water using like plants hydroponics because it absorbs nutrients and like that. And the final project is like there's also one student who come up with this vermicompost. So she basically converted kitchen waste into like a fertilizer, and then she basically tell her friends about it. And is our celebration. These are all our high school students, teachers, and the ambassadors or the college students. And thank you. Thank you.
Can you talk a little bit about how the students interact, like the high school is and university?
Yeah, so the high school students, they first they are assigned their mentors, and after that they meet like virtually through Zoom or whatever they prefer, or through phone calls, and they kind of meet like bi-weekly and talk about this project and also the like the career aspect of it. Yeah.
How long are the students engaged? Is it like one semester? Is it a year?
So it's a 1 year program, so.
How did you find the students?
So we found this first. We recruited teachers, So the teachers found the students, like they will find the students which is like whom they think might be appropriate, and then they send out like if they want to join, then they help in recruiting the students.
I'm curious, so maybe I missed it, but I'm curious how long the program has been running. Then I'm also curious if you've looked at how this influences students in terms of how they decide their major or their career path. Like, and if that has a significant impact or not, because impacting students at the high school level is really, like, I don't know, a real opportunity to influence that as well.
That's a very interesting question. So I joined Cultivate last year in 2024, but I think the program has been running for about 5 years. 5 years. Yeah, and as far as like how they impact their career decisions, that I don't think I'm the right person to answer the question.
Okay.
I think we, like, yeah, I don't know that I am either, but because I've only been involved with it for about a year, maybe even two, but I do know that there are some like feedback that we get from students.
Yep.
That's even very immediate, that's
Yep.
like, this really made me think about this as a potential major or a
Right.
potential career choice.
Yep.
And that when they're high school students that are paired with mentors that are college students, and they're actually talking to a college student
Right.
regularly, who's like, I can see myself in college because I'm connecting with
Yep.
another college student, that we hear a lot of just kind of qualitative feedback about that
Right.
from kind of all levels. So it's this like multi-levels of mentorship.
Yep.
That from what I know, and Cultivate has been going on for, 5-6 years. That it seems pretty impactful,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Something, it's pretty powerful.
And I think there are team members tracking.
Yes,
where
I
the
think they are
students go.
too.
We're just not in the room.
They're not in the room.
Some of the other faces.
Yes.
Any last questions? Very good. Well, thank you again.